list of the lodge's sorceresses.
A list of the whores you'll help us find.
I see what's going on here. She doesn't, though. Oh, they're gonna get her? Oh, she hears a rat. She's gonna cast a spell. Oh. She's a strong, independent sorceress who don't need no eyes. That is a couple of bodies. Okay. Shut the door. Well, I'm gonna wish I didn't do that in a couple minutes, but shut the door. Okay. Credits. Can you imagine? That's just where it ends. Oh, basically, it's the epilogue. So, question for, I guess, Reninzo. Is The Witcher 3 a prequel?
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
I had to kill her.
I'm sorry.
That bitch Eilhart should be the one lying at the bottom of the ravine with a blade in her
Okay.
gut.
Her time will come.
I was
We've got
confused
evidence.
because it's called
Tell
The
me,
Wild
Triss,
Hunt
what's
and
it
we keep
about?
talking about
Why
the Wild
hell
Hunt.
make sacrifices, have rules and morality, if pure untainted whoredom always triumphs in the end?
Not always. If you hadn't
Yeah.
stopped Saskia, she'd have burned the city. Dozens would have perished. Then we'd have the inevitable war, brought on by someone's greed or lust for revenge, and hundreds, thousands more would have died. You chose the lesser evil.
See? I did the right thing. Yeah, it'll clear that up.
I'm
Okay.
tired. Very tired.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting.
Oh.
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
You're tired. Stop being old, Geralt.
This should be interesting. What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they
Is
should
this
have had at the
DLC?
summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Because it feels like this should be DLC. Is it? Okay, no. Oh. Where is it? Come on, give me the blue button. Would you stop it, Triss? This is important. Okay. Me and Letho are actually best. Is that Yorvith? son of a
I think he's
bitch!
coming too.
Oh, bollocks. The whoreson's in agony. Won't be long now.
Look at that. The cleverest of elven bandits, beaten burnt like ordinary scum.
This is the handiwork of some mage. I'd wager my wife on it.
You shouldn't have taken that trinket. You know they'll ask what he had on him.
And you'll not peep a word. Understand?
Hey you, piss off. We've got a dangerous prisoner here.
We'll be on our way.
I should think so.
Wait, what?
Any idea what happened to Roach?
Yes.
I'm warning
Reddit
you
had
for the
tried to buy
last
him
time.
off. I'm sure you can guess Roach turned him down.
Some things will never change.
Temeria might not be on the map
Piss
for
off,
North
I
much
said.
longer, but as long as men like Roach are around, there's hope for its rebirth.
Don't pin that mess on me.
I don't intend to.
Why are there like so many fucking mage plants? Well, to be honest, I didn't realize that that was gonna do that. I kind of thought that I could just say I don't want any trouble and then like axie them. Or wait, maybe I can.
Enough!
You asked for it.
I never realized this was an option either. Because I do want to save him. I've come this far with him. I said...
You asked for it.
Okay.
For the king! For Kedwin!
Oh shit, there was a dude behind me. Okay.
For the king! For Kedwin!
Want to tell
There
me
we
what
go.
that was about?
It's Yorvith. I owed him that much.
There we go.
I guess I missed quite a bit.
Yeah. Can you help him?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, Geralt. This was high magic. Treating him will take time, maybe months.
I'm gonna miss the Kingslayer again. Stay with him, Triss. I'll be back for you when this is over.
Geralt,
This is between me and him.
Yeah.
you don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory.
The magic shield came down when the deliberations ended. I'll teleport Yorveth out of here, far away to Vergen.
Okay.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
There. I actually did want to do that. I just didn't realize that was still an option. How am I going to get over there? There's all this friggin' magic fungus. Friggin' Cthulhu vines. Wait, what'd that say? Pick herbs? I don't need herbs. Not. Oh wait, maybe I can like friggin'. No, I can't ard that. Maybe. No. No cheaters. No cheating allowed. No? Okay. How am I... Can I do this then? That's probably my least favorite mechanic in the game, is how this only worked like 2 times. But maybe I gotta go this way and around, maybe? Okay. I'm okay with this. I don't want to fight them. They're just bodies.
This is no place for witches. Though
Okay.
I know you and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Okay.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure
Okay.
hunters and troublemakers out.
That makes sense.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tanserville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
De Tanserville will be a problem.
Admittedly, Sheila can be slippery as an ass.
No, she's dead.
But we'll find her.
You don't get it, Carduin. Sheila de Tanserville's dead, killed by an unstable portal.
Shame. She was to be charged
Yeah.
and tried. She would have been convicted of her crimes.
Why does it sound like she was convicted before standing trial?
It would have been a formality, true, and at once a warning to other sorceresses.
Seems to me she led you down the garden path.
Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
Oh man, are we gonna have like a Metroid escape sequence? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? How do I... Okay. This way. I thought he was doing bicep curls. Oh, he killed Sheila.
While. Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
My final prank.
Yep.
I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
He did.
It was.
Good. Had she lived, she would have suffered more intensely and much longer. She helped me quite a bit, through naivety and pride. I would not have gotten far without her.
So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game,
I want to
there
know.
comes a point when all the players need to show their cards.
Are we gonna
I
fight?
love that moment.
But first.
First, vodka.
Oh.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
There we go. We're best friends now.
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved
Yeah.
your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back.
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Oh, we're gonna learn. Whoa, the final memory of the game.
Winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our witcher's blades.
Huh.
Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame
Interesting.
in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. my soul for that of Yennefer, he agreed without hesitation.
Huh. I remembered something.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table.
Yep.
Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
No.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Okay.
How did a Witcher agree to kill humans
see.
at another
Let's go.
human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human.
Huh.
The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago.
I know I'm not talking a
Witchers
lot, I'm just trying to
themselves
remember all
became
this.
internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
I gotta learn more about these different schools.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe.
Yeah.
I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Yeah.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt
Huh.
that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand,
Hmm.
they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground
I
attraction.
feel like we're getting a lot
No
of
Market Square
information at the
mage
end of
could
this.
possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought
Huh.
and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world.
They may be ordinary
Interesting.
in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
Except me.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own.
Huh.
It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So elves from another world and
Interesting.
their trained wraiths. What did they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern.
Huh.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She died.
was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it.
But
She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered,
huh.
but even then she was disoriented. amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory.
Huh.
We were in the heart of the Empire.
Why
And as
amnesia?
I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory
So
Square.
she was murdered?
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us.
The Imperial Secret
Imperial
Police?
Secret Police. Me, Og, Sarah, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
We were separated and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly. But it was
This is a lot of information for the end of a game.
That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the Northern Kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways.
I'm your father's
All I
brother's
heard
nephews
is that
cousin's
Vatia
former
had his
roommate.
men
Oh
watch
no!
Yennefer closely throughout the time
What a
she was at
twist.
the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire.
She was when I left.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the north. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter
Yeah.
what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another,
Yep.
pursue their God-given rights.
Everything just
Seek
lined up.
vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Man,
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
there's a lot of
It
stuff
wasn't a
here.
problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together.
Interesting.
Could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck.
So yeah, that makes sense then. That's why he
Here
turned
I've
his...
been trying
Yeah.
to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Huh.
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
Yennefer?
From the Emperor
No.
and Vatir de Rideau,
Who said she got it from
the
Yennefer? Yeah.
Emperor's chief spy.
Okay.
And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her
Interesting.
amnesia.
They could do
And
that to
without her
Geralt.
knowing it, there was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the lodge. Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
I need to get all this information.
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace
This is the end
guards,
after all.
anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow.
Huh.
Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundant.
Yeah, I imagine sorceresses have a lot
It
of
had
things
all the
they could
makings of a
liquidate.
cakewalk, but it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers, and we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth's Scoia'tael.
And he wanted to kill
Another of
kings.
Sheila's
Yep.
ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the lodge's reach.
Yep.
We could calmly plan Foltest's and Henselt's assassinations.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The king of Temeria
Yep.
would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a
Yep.
castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. Not very believable.
I know it's kind of late, but why start with 2 and not 1? 1 is a terrible game in terms of gameplay, and I absolutely hated it the first 20, 30 minutes I played of it. And the reason I didn't do 3 was because 2 becomes before 3.
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait.
But yeah,
for the
1 is
situation
actually
to
very
develop.
terrible
When I
gameplay
saw you
wise.
enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
Amnesia.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
So I had
You
to
made a
get rid of him.
mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran,
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
and I let you live,
Yep.
you know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember. So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Yep.
She thought she was still in control.
Oh,
and
that's
wanted to
weird that
get
it's
rid
loud
of me.
now.
I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem.
You.
I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
You screwed up with Henselt.
Sabrina's curse tore that down. First off, we got holed up in that hideout in the ravines. Then Sheila showed up
Oh,
and
no.
started watching Henselt like he was her own ass. By that time, his death was no longer necessary. Fate had smiled upon us again. I learned
He
of
gets
the
so
summit
lucky.
and the efforts to reconstitute the council and conclave. The ideal setting
Bean Boozled?
for the
Oh,
mission's
man.
grand finale.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let's do a Bean Boozled. Let's do a Bean Boozled. Okay. Spin the wheel. What do we got? What kind of bean is it? I can't read it. Shit. I couldn't read it. I'm gonna have to spin it again. Hold on. I got a preview window on this side I can read easier. Okay, it's either going to be rotten egg or buttered popcorn. Okay. It's rotten egg. Ugh. Not great. Oh. You managed to get a bad one. Congratulations. Oh.
How did you no go there are
Hold on. Okay.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
No.
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Do I have to fight him again? I feel like we're friends again.
The Imperial Army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will
Yeah, I know,
ensue.
right? And that's what starts the
North's
fight.
finished.
That's what starts The Witcher
Time
3.
to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool,
Okay.
Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together.
Yep.
Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Request for the asshole. You know, like, I feel like Geralt doesn't care anymore. Like, what's killing Letho gonna do at this point?
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing.
Yeah, see?
Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
I'm trying.
Or not.
Farewell, Geralt.
I like he's like, no, no, I'm not doing that. And then he did the weird hand gestures. We did it. Okay. Open the gate, Gerald. I'm waiting. Oh, it's a wait. Oh, he likes the bug. He likes the little bug. Goodbye, friend. Yeah. Just eats it. Okay. Wow. I think it's actually over now. Holy shit. He's Bear Grylls.
The Witcher had traveled far
We
and
did
wide
it.
in search of the Kingslayers. Along the way, he had met both the righteous and scoundrels, Bernard Laredo amongst the latter. Laredo sold Flotsam to Kedwin and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds.
Now let's play it again and
Flotsam
take the
became a
other
military
path.
base, its civilian population was resettled. In Edirn, the Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragon Slayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Edirn, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom. Even sly old Zoltan Chive came to believe in this land of bliss. Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order.
You
Dark
tell it,
clouds have
Dandelion.
been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred.
Oh.
These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwin divided it between them.
I mean, that's fair. Why not? Like, someone's gonna inherit
Years
that
before,
land, or it'll
Geralt
just
of
get
Rivia had
conquered.
witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies.
Oh.
Their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices.
Mm-hmm.
Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them.
Where are these wacky
It was
kids
a
at?
time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed,
Pretty
he
much.
who had in some way shaped the world's fate finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses.
I'm gonna have to censor that on
Who could have known
YouTube.
this tempest which had
Why?
ravaged the north was but a harbinger
The
of
game's
darker
over
days,
now.
and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
You had to give me one last thing to censor, didn't you? View credits to see the game ending? Oh man. Okay.
20 minutes later.
So like the way it works, it's not even super really Nuzlocke. The way it works is we play through the game, and when everybody has beat Brock, you're in like a tournament bracket. So like I'll have to do a 1v1 fight against somebody else. I have to use one Mon. Looks like the vote is pretty close on using each evolution. Oh man, that would be interesting. Because that changes my plan entirely and allows me to get even more gamey with it. Because like getting that Raticate to level 19.5 to level up to use that Raticate, it changes my strategy. But yeah, it's a 1v1 fight. So basically you have 2.5 hours to beat each gym. So like I have 2.5 hours to level as much as I want before I beat Brock. Or sorry, 2.5 hours includes beating Brock, but that's not set in stone. Yeah. But that'll change the whatever the rule is going to change the way I play. Because if okay, it's over. Hold on. Hold thought. Pause. Look at the bunny. Bye, bunny. This is what we waited for. It better be. It'd be funny if this was it. It just ends here. Just a dude fumbling around with sticks. Is this the Wild Hunt? This is all it was some dude hunting a rabbit, and then it went terribly wrong. I feel like who that is... Who is this? How did he catch that? Determination. And probably one of those sticks. He probably threw it, knocked it out, and then broke its neck. Horses. Oh my god, Scrubby, thank you very much for the raid, but we're just about to leave.
Jojo!
I appreciate the raid, my friend. But yeah. By the way, okay, so this is the people marching on the north then. This is that empire marching on the north. It's going great. Unfortunately, we're just about to end stream. We just completed The Witcher 2. This is the cutscene that plays after you watch fucking 20 minutes of credits. We just watched, I can't tell you how many credits we just watched to watch this cutscene. You know, it did not take long for them to pillage. And they stole his rabbit. Wait, what? How do you know about that? What is going on here? How do you... What? How do you know about that? I'm actually interested. And have you actually heard it? What is going on? That's like 10 years ago old. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. I'm more interested in how you know that acronym than the ending of this game.